Hi guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel CL by Essie, and I'm so excited to be back with another interesting video. As always, thank you to all my followers, to those people who have shared, who have commented, share, tell a friend so that we can get to walk this journey together and motivate each other. So my today's episode is one interesting one, and just like the topic says, is how to stop being a people's pleaser. Wow, yes, I know most of you know people pleasers, yeah, anajipendekeza kwa watu, no such stuff. So if I were to define who is a people pleaser, I would say this is a person who is always doing everything for others at the expense of themselves. Yeah, this is a person who is always there for everybody but not for themselves. Yeah, who's always doing things according to what people think, what people talk, what people feel, not the way he or she feels about themselves. So that's just a layman's explanation of people's pleaser. And how do you know that a person is a people pleaser? I'm going to give you signs that you can use to know that this person is either pleasing you, or you yourself, you are people pleaser, or your friend is a people pleaser. Sign, and the most concrete one is people who find it difficult to say no when they want to say no. Yeah, what does this mean? You don't want this, you're not interested, but you don't say no to please the people you are with, either colleagues, either friends, or anyone, when you're supposed to say no, I'm not interested. So number one, people who find it difficult to say no when they want to. Number two, which is all coinciding with the first point, is people who always feel guilty when they say no to things that they do not want. Yeah, like, why should you be feeling guilty if this is what you want and you said no? It's because you didn't please that person. You didn't please those people, so you're feeling guilty for not pleasing other people by saying no. Another one, people would always take blame for things that they didn't do. No, it's not their fault, but they're there saying it's okay, it's my fault, I shouldn't have. I don't want to use a heavy example, but allow me. For example, those people who get abused, domestic violence, and instead of saying that, they're like, no, probably I should have said this, it's me who triggered him to do that. Is that person is usually trying to please the other party. Yeah, who people who apologize even when it's not their mistake. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have irritated you. Like, no, everyone is open to a reaction. Yeah, if I said I do not want this and you didn't feel good about it, that's your problem. But if I'm telling you, I'm sorry, I didn't come to the party, I feel so bad, I'm trying to please you, because which mistake did I do by not coming to the party? It was what I wanted. So those are just a few things. And also people who do not have time for themselves but for others. Now those people always, uko wapi kuja? Probably even you are out for washing your house, you leave everything just to go and join your friends, for you to feel that you fit in, for you to be there. Yeah, so those people always are preoccupying their life with other people's endeavors, thoughts about them. All those are signs that you can see this person is a people pleaser. And let me tell you, if you have a friend or a family member who is always portraying the perfect picture, when you dig deeper, you find that that person is trying to please, because there is no perfect picture of any human being. You cannot agree to everything. No, we cannot match in everything. When you feel to go out, I go out. If you feel to sleep, I'm also sleeping. If you feel don't want to eat that, I also feel it's not there. Then number two, okay, those are most of the signs that I can share. Something else maybe I can talk about before I get to the point of how do you stop being a people pleaser. I can talk about causes of people pleaser. How does a person end up being a people pleaser? Yeah, traumas, past experiences. And how does this come in? Probably someone is asking me, Esther, how does that come in? For example, I'll give examples because I feel examples are more practical than theory. If a person was abused back then in the days, this person may try to please this person, the current person, so as not to trigger a violent behavior. What do I mean? If previously you were abused either verbally, non-verbally, physically, all the way, utajipatia situation uko like, we wacha tu ninyamaze asinitusi. You're trying to please that person because of probably back then, when you vocalized what you want, you got insulted. Yeah? Back then, when you said, I do not want this, you got physically abused. So right now you're trying to please people, thinking if you please them, you will avoid that same repetition of that experience. So that is how a person may become a people pleaser because of what they went through. Another thing is insecurities. People who are always insecure. Am I enough? Am I beautiful? Can I do this? Because they do not have their own stability of what they stand, what they can do, what they cannot do, what they are, what they are not, they find themselves trying to please people. So in return, people they tend to get that sense of security from other people rather than from themselves. For example, whenever you wear a dress or something, you have to run it through your partner, like, hi babe, how do I look? Is this dress nini? You're doing that because you're not sure. Like when you look in the mirror and you love what you see, let the compliments of other people be a bonus to what you already know. Yeah, like, I'm beautiful, thank you, because you already know that when you walk out of that room, you are very beautiful and nothing can change that perception in you. That is security. So people who do not have that security tend to be people's pleaser. Another thing is what else can cause someone to become a people pleaser is they're not coming. So if those two are the major ones, insecurity and past experiences or poor self-esteem. People who do not have a poor self-esteem, this is a person whereby hajui value yake. Yeah, he has not put a value on themselves. So if you don't have a value, you let anything that passes by put a value on you. Yeah, it's this group, posh group. That is what you want to defines you. That is what you want to fit in. So you're always pleasing that those friends, so that you feel that sense of value and you raise your self-esteem. I've talked about how to improve self-esteem, so you can go back and check how you can improve your self-esteem. Those people also who are always perfectionists goes way back from how you are brought up. Yeah, that's another topic. I will tell you how childhood experiences affect a person's personality. So if you always want to try to be perfect, you want even the people what they say to be positive. It's not positive, you're not there. So you end up pleasing so that you get that perfect picture. So what are the causes of being a people pleaser? Now you know signs, you know causes. Now let's go to effects. Like, now it's me here, I'm a people pleaser, these are my signs. Probably it came from past traumas. What does that do to me? Number one, frustrations and anger. Like, you are frustrated. How? If I do not want to go to the party and I'm a people pleaser, I will be like, it's okay, we can go, but inwardly there is a battle. No, there's a battle in me that is like, why can I not say no? I'm so mad at myself. I'm not even genuinely happy here. Yeah, so that's an effect when you are a people pleaser. You're always frustrated in your life, and that makes you actually, number two, to lose that will to wake up every day. But how can I wake up every day to have a genuine purpose about myself if everything that I do rotates around what I think about people around me, what people think of me, such stuff? How will I have a purpose and say this is my thing? Because if I am a people pleaser, and I wake up and be like, sister, I'm going to start this project. How will my children see me? How will my partner see me? How will my friends see me? And you're like, ama niache tu. People who are people pleasers also have poor relationships. That is self-explanatory. Like, how will you build a concrete relationship if you're pleasing? No, why? Because you're not getting the real deal, because you're not real. Yeah, I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, you go cry alone in the bedroom because you pretended to be okay with someone doing something to you, probably shouting, and you're like, it's okay, I understand you, no, it's my fault, I didn't. You end up crying alone because you try to please that person, that you're fine with him, whatever or how he did to you. Also, another effect is these people are anxious. You know why? This person is always be like, okay, will they accept me? No, can I do that? Always anxious about everything because he's so preoccupied with what people think about them. Yeah, so those are some of the effects I can outline. There are also extreme cases of people pleaser can lead to borderline personality disorder, avoidant personality disorder, anxiety in extreme cases, because I have shown you the effects. So the effects are the ones that are going to lead someone to go down to that disorder. If you're always crying, you're always angry, at the end of the day it will affect your mental health. Yeah. So it's high time, guys, you stop being a people pleaser in anything, even the simplest, because they start from the simple and they build up to many things. You compromise so many things. So let's get to the real deal. How do you stop being a people pleaser? Point number 1, boundaries. Establish boundaries. And actually, I would advise all of you, if you know a person or you're going through this, so you're trying to be, I feel I please people, I feel I'm always worried what people think of me, how people see me, I always want to vanish when I see people I do not want to see because of how they maybe perceive me. Point number 1, establish boundaries. Take a book, actually write down the things that you think you want to change pleasing people. For example, I want to start saying no, and aside there, say what you usually do. For example, I usually say yes when I want to say no. I have to stop asking people whether I'm dressed well. I usually dress well. No, practically write what you please and what you should be doing, and just write a short list. That's my second point, how to stop being a people pleaser. Start small. Write like 4 things you need to change. Or like, in this month, I'm purposing to not ask people how I am dressed, to stop saying yes to things I do not want, and to stop faking relationship. What do I mean? Start being real, start being authentic. If I do not want this, I do not want. If I want this, I want this. Yeah. So those are 3 of them I've given. Establish boundaries, start small, and that is where you start small. You'll write just a few things. And number 3 is priorities. Know your priorities. What comes first in your life? Yeah. Is it probably for example, it's hangout, you're going to weekend, you have rent to pay, and your friends are going to club. Are you going to join them? Because literally you don't have enough money. So will you go to please them to the party, or will you come down and tell them, you know what, I can't go, and save yourself the hassle of having issues with the caretaker and all that? So know your priorities. Know what comes first in my life. And let me tell you, all these steps that I give you, they don't happen in one day. I say for any habit to be established in a person, it has to start as discipline. You have to say, you know what, I am going to do this, because if it's not discipline, you'll always be tempted. But when you're disciplined, you're like, I do not feel like this, but I'm going to do it because I promised myself that this month I'm saying no to what I do not feel. Such that even when you find yourself in a certain circumstance that you're supposed to say no, you actually say no out of discipline of what you have committed to. And little by little, it's already becoming a habit. Yeah. Number 4, heal your traumas. This is for the person who is probably having this these characteristics because of what they went through. Heal your traumas. Talk to someone. Start that journey of healing. It's okay, I know it's not a one-day thing, but let me tell you, don't live a frustrated life. It's better to live the best life that you can. Yeah, while you're not, live the best that you can. Heal those traumas. Don't get stuck in one point. So guys, I hope you've gotten something. So I'll just repeat how to stop being a people pleaser. Establish boundaries. Start small. Number 3, know your priorities. Number 4, heal your traumas. These are 4 ways that you can use, because I don't want you to give you a lot of theoretical ways, because they are there, but these are practical. They're not overwhelming, they're not many. Yeah, so just sit down, write down, this is what I do to please people, and this is what I should be doing. So this month I'm going for these 4 points. Let me practice discipline, and little you become and you can see the other side of it, the advantages of not being a people pleaser. So guys, I hope you've learned something. So till next time guys, stay tuned, hit that notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you do not get to miss. Yeah, you get a notification, you watch it, comment. Guys, please talk to me. Let's talk to each other. Yeah, tell me what you want me to talk about, what you feel you want to know from me. And with that, see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Bye bye.